Alright guys, we're on our 48-hour molle adventure. We got Jeff, our neighbor, dropping us off to an ungodforsaken spot in the swamp. We actually have Dan in the back. We got his son Cody, and he is so scared. Look at him. He's petrified. Alright, this place got running water. We're gonna need running water and a heater. That could be our shelter right there for the night. Oh my gosh. This is where we're going?
There you go, dudes.
Well, this is going to be a great adventure. Alright. So what's back here, Jeff?
One deer blind, 4x4. I hope all three of you guys can fit in it.
We're going by seniority here, Cody. Alright, guys. Let's do this. Now Cody is living under completely different rules than us. He has all the camera gear and some of his camping stuff in the back of that bag. But Dan and I are strictly off our mollies and the few items we have in our jacket. We just heard one bird. Just flew away. Cody's going in after it. We're making too much noise walking back here. It's really thick. But the first chance that we're not passing it up, we're going to hunt it for a while. Hopefully we can get a shot. Dan and Cody are inside. They're walking the cedar stretch right here to the right. The whole main trail is nothing but tag altars and water. We're just going to look for a dry spot from here on out. We're probably not quite a half mile back, but we're going to start searching for a dry spot to set up camp. No birds. One thing I have noticed is there's a pile of cattails around here. And worst comes to worst, we might have to eat those. We're going to give an honest effort not to, though. Well, we're going to starve to death. I'll tell you that right now. Found your deer blind, Jeff. But if you look at Cody's pant leg, he is soaked all the way up to the knee. This is one wet hole. Right, this is a stream we're going to fill our water up with. And the Sawyer bags, they're all right. But this is the easiest way to fill them right there. So basically, that life straw is the same exact amount as in those bags. Alright, remember this spot. Thanks, bud. Thanks, Cody. Alright, let's just do this. Alright guys, I had to take a break. One thing about this 48-hour survival is we got no food. I do have my neighbor give me some sugar pills because he was worried about me. And I have to take a break, and I think this is where we're going to set up our spot. So real quick, we'll go through our gear. Like I said, he is completely on a different platform because he's got his jacket loaded with stuff, and all we have are these mollies, and I got some shotgun shells in my pocket. So Cody, show us what you brought.
Life straw water bottle, paracord,
He's also retiring from the Air Force, so check your parachutes. Oh, waterproof container. Some emergency blankets, or lighter. What do you got for shelter? A trash bag for shelter. All three of us got trash bags, and that's the downside to these mollies. You put a trash bag in here, it takes up 50% of the bag. A flashlight. No Band-Aids? I know you got candy bars. He better have candy bars. I'm dying over here. What do you got?
22 shells.
How many rounds you got in there?
50 rounds, 22. And then, same thing, molle. Paracord. Same thing, bag. A little bit of fishing stuff. Flashlight. 2 survival blankets. My cup to boil water.
You brought a cup?
Yep. A little bit more paracord. Life straw. Bag for it. Matches. Flint, just in case.
Yeah.
And a
Cody
knife.
just said you're not even going to give Sawyer credit. All right, in this one, because all three of us are going, I have my cell phone and another battery pack to charge the phone just in case we run into problems. Also on this side, I decided to bring a first aid kit, and I got a flashlight in here. I got pretty much the same stuff that Dan's got, except I didn't bring a cup because I thought we were not bringing a cup.
Fits in the molle bag.
Anyway, I know we're not fishing. There's no way that I'm ever going to go into the woods with just a molle without some way of pertaining food. Is that right? Pertaining? Did I say the right word? My sugars dropped.
Obtaining a way to get food.
My sugars dropped.
That's
so
why we got the
I did throw a couple fishing lures in there with some line. I got some paracord. A little tin of Vaseline that I've seen in my other survival videos. I never go anywhere without that to help my fire start. I brought a couple extra batteries for the flashlight. A little bit of toilet paper. Where's your guys' toilet paper? I'm guarding that with my life. I also have a garbage bag. And these are the 55-gallon garbage bags. I think we're at 7mm thick. And that's part of it. If you guys buy a garbage bag and you get the 2mm thick, it'll go up a lot closer. But we've learned over experience to get the good contractor's bag. It just saves you from tearing holes and stuff in it. I also have a headlamp in my jacket, and so I brought some extra batteries for it because it was one of the dollar ones at Walmart. I'll tell you the name of it later, but I brought some extra batteries because I don't know how long they're going to last. I got a Mylar bag, which I have another Mylar bag in here too. I shoved another one in there. I got some mosquito dope. Lubricant eye drops, just in case someone gets something in your eye and we're going to wash it out, just to be on the safe side. 2 bug sprays. This little foldy knife, it's got a little, like a hacksaw blade on it and a razor blade on the other. I do have my hunting knife with the striker on it. A little dentic thing for kind of cleaning out your teeth. I got my mini Sawyer. Bag. I got my sugar pills, and I'm going to take one of them right now. Because we got to start getting some food. I'm going to start building shelter, and these two are going to go hunting because we need some food. and some Tylenol extra strength. The last video Dan and I did last year, our backs were killing us from laying on the ferns. This year we're going to try to do something different. And the reason we're doing this video is, in the last video we did, we had a big backpack full of stuff. And everyone kept saying, that's not survival, that's not survival. Well, the more you carry, the easier it is, all right? And this trip right now, we're down to the bare minimum. So if we don't eat, me being a diabetic, I'm gonna have these gone before the night's over. And this 48 hour is gonna turn into a 24 hour. So that's everything I got. I got some shotgun shells in my jacket. I got a water bottle, just a plastic water bottle. Cody's he's been carrying it because he's the youngest. He's got my bag with the tripod and all the camera stuff in it. So let us get setting up camp. I'm gonna let these two guys go start hunting and try to get us some dinner because I'm about famished. As a matter of fact, open that because I got the shakes already. All right, we'll let you go. Let you know when we get some shelters and stuff up. Right now, I'm just making some close pins to hold up our shelters. And all I do is I like to use about a 4-inch piece of popple, maybe 1/2 inch to 5/8. Not a big fan of hardwood because hardwood seems to snap and it don't have the pinch on it, but softwood seems to be a lot better. So all I'm doing, you guys can see it, is taking my knife and I'm just batoning down to the top of my blade. That's it. That's all. It's all. Boom. It's all. That's as deep as I want to go with these. You don't need to split them any farther. Did you hear that? That wind is whipping right here, and we got widowmakers. That's 2 of them that fell already. We should be all right where we're at. I don't see too many widowmakers here, but that wind's picking up. Anyway, that's going to be my clothespin, and I'm going to make up a few of these. These are going to be my tent stakes, basically. So all I'm looking for is hear that one? These trees are falling left and right. What I'm looking for is just see something easy here. I grabbed a bunch of different ones. Now this one will work right here. Just something like this with a crotch end in it. That's all you need. You don't need nothing fancy. Just something to drive in the ground. Just something to hold the rear end. It don't even got to be that sharp. Just something like that. That's all you need. All right, I got my shelter set up for the night. All my clothespins, they're all working great. Like I said, I like softwood more than I like hardwood. They seem to pinch more. All my tent stakes are in the back. I got 4 of them. And all I have is a piece of paracord holding this up. All the way across to the other tree. Got a bunch of excess paracord over there, and I do not plan on cutting it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a pile more of these up so that when Dan and Cody come back, hopefully with some game, we can set their shelters up.
Everything's so damp from the last couple days of rain. We got some white birch bark we tried. It was just a little bit too moist. So now we got some cedar bark, and we're going to try to powder this up to find hairs, and then we'll try with that. I don't know if you can see that real well, but it gets real fine hairs. We'll try some of that with the white birch bark. Worked that time. Cedar bark and white birch bark. Alright, still haven't heard back from Jimmy. Been about an hour or so. Didn't hear no shots anyway. So we'll see what happens when he gets back.
All right, I told them both rubber boots. Apparently, well, let me just go this way. He's got one dry foot and one wet foot. So we're setting up a tripod and gonna hang some wet clothes off it. All right, still no birds. I'll tell you what, we better get something because I'm getting halfway on the sugar pills.
Too windy.
Too windy, you're right. We haven't heard nothing. There is no squirrels,
Nothing.
a few chickadees down by the creek. That was it. This is an old Indian boot drying trick. He who doesn't wear rubber boots must smoke their boots dry. All right, almost 20 after 8. Wind is whipping up a storm. That's the reason I got the camera out. Right now it looks calmer than heck. I'll try to do it in a little bit here. Oh wait, here it comes. It is whistling. We will see you in the morning. Hey, we're done. We got over 24 hours in. Myself being a diabetic, there's no way that I can make another 24 hours. It's just impossible. I need substance, and we just don't have it. There is no birds flying. There is nothing, absolutely nothing. So, thanks to Jeff, my neighbor, for giving me those sugar pills, because I got 3 left, and we got about a mile walk out of here. So as for the survival kit, I think
Everything in it's important, from your food to your survival gear, because somebody like you gotta have food regardless.
Yep.
We could maybe starve for 2 days, so while you're eating your beef jerky or whatever you take for food, you could still be hunting or fishing or whatever with your survival kit.
So when you make your kit, and these are great. Thank funanasun for giving me the chance to review these in another video and for trying this out, because I know you cannot stick everything in a molle and survive. It's impossible.
You know how durable it is? Know how many times I threw it because there was nothing in it to eat?
But as for your 3 main ones, food, water, shelter, all 3 have to be equalized the same. If you think you're going to go out into the woods with just a shelter and something, but you got no food, you're going to be suffering. And if you just take a bunch of food without having some shelter, you're going to be screwed there too. You know, so everything has to be equalized.
A lot of it depends the area you're in too, because like here, there's nothing to eat. So you either shoot a squirrel or a rabbit or something, or you don't eat anything.
No, there was a lot of sarsaparilla plants around, but that's only tea, and that's not going to give me. I needed
There was
carbs.
some chaga too, but
Yep, we found some chaga too, but I needed carbs. What did you? You're in the Air Force. What did you take for packs? What did you bring?
Oh man, I had 3 bags, and 100-pound bag, a 75-pound bag, and a 65-pound bag.
Not all at once, though. You're carrying all that at once?
To the airport. I'm going to come down.
And Dan and I, we've already discussed, we're going to put a better survival kit together. It's going to be a little bit bigger, but it's going to have all 3 with it. I mean, you got to have it. Even the water. I mean, we're overlooking the water and the fire. You know, these little Sawyers, like Dan was saying, these are great until you poke a hole in it, you know, and then you're done. Now, Cody, what do you got?
Lifestyle water bottle.
And that might be the way to go. Because trying to fill these bags up,
well,
too.
I think both ways are options. Have both. Because that you can fill and carry when you're walking.
Right.
This you could actually pick up water
Got twice as much
as you
amount.
stop. Yeah. If you come across some good clean water, you could pick it up with that too.
And what'd you pay for that?
$30.
30 bucks. And I think these are like 22 at Walmart,
Yeah.
something like that.
They're both the same price.
So if you're going to build a survival kit, don't be cheap. bottom line, don't buy the most cheapest stuff you can get your hands on because you're going to regret it in the end. Is your life important? Is your life worth $20 or is your life worth $100? You know, that's something you got to look at. All right, we're out of here. We're going to start hiking out.